All right, welcome back. Now, this just surfaced 6 hours ago.
Number 2 now. A woman in Knox County, Kentucky is dead after deputies say she was attacked by a pack of dogs. Investigators say this happened Friday afternoon while Priscilla Jones was walking on Sandy Branch Road. That's near the Whitley County line. First responders say that 44-year-old was not able to talk when they found her.
Doesn't it seem like the death rate recently has increased? Doesn't it seem like people are dropping off like flies? There seems to be an uptick in fatalities. Is it just me? I don't think it's just me. Y'all remember this? This was another recent fatality in Miami Gardens. Elderly woman unalived in a dog attack. Okay. Police investigating. She was unresponsive. This was an elderly lady who had a big, massive mutt inside the home. Y'all remember I was critical of these older women being cooped up inside of a house with a dog alone with no Roscoe as protection against that dog if it turns on you. Okay, look at this. Upsetting. You never think it's gonna happen, right here. Of course. Y'all remember this. You might also remember this. In Rotterdam, a man was unalived, and actually, this might be a news story. This is a news story. I think this happened recently. Man unalived by 2 American Bully XLs inside of his home. Now, this is one of those rare fatalities that I've talked about. That when they turn against their owners, they're more likely to turn against a female owner because they're less likely to carry out, to be physical with the dog. But this is an example that you alpha males, you're not safe either. Those of you who think you got your dogs under control just because you slap them around from time to time, yeah, you're in the same boat. I just saw some lady earlier today got 2 bully breeds inside of an apartment like an idiot. That's why these people are dropping like flies. Okay, again, this is a recent story. Some of you might remember this. I think I recently shared this. Where was this? In Lorraine, where a 4-year-old was unalived, right? See if we can. Yeah, this has always been a horrible website. Hopefully I can get it to play. Yeah, you remember, I just shared this story here recently. I know y'all remember that. So let's move on. Okay, and actually let me get rid of that. It seems like a horrible website. Here recently, y'all remember a 9-month-old. A 9-month-old. Okay, this is just an injury. Okay, this wasn't a fatality. Was not a fatality. But still, a 9-month-old, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Death investigation underway after a woman is killed by a pack of dogs in Knox County. I believe this surfaced today. This surfaced today. Okay, and this was the same one that I shared at the beginning. So let's move on. Y'all remember a youngster was unalived in Danville. This is another recent. Is this another recent case? This was published today. Okay. Danville, where is that? Happened around 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh yeah, I remember this. I don't remember if I shared it or not. But when they found the youngster, he was unresponsive, and the dog had only attacked his neck. It latched on to the boy's neck to the death. These things are killers. They're not pets, and the world needs to wake up. There needs to be an anti-dog or a war on dog culture carried out by the government. It needs to start right now. Some sort of some type of change. Because this is having a terrible impact on society as a whole. This is a serious national problem. Dogs should be seen as a threat to national security. Because to be a threat to national security, that would have to involve terrorism. Okay? Y'all remember recently the 8-year-old boy who was unalived by these worthless mutants, good for nothing, only to be euthanized, trash inbred mutants. Okay? You have to forgive me all day. Things been moving slow. Let's see here.
Thousands of people are now using the WDBJ7 News app on their...
These ads are driving me crazy. And I'm going to start taking ads out of more and more of my videos. You don't make nearly as much money. That's why it seems like everybody's doing it. There's a significant difference when you include the ads opposed to when you take them out. But these things are driving me crazy. I don't know about y'all. And my sanity is more important.
The typical buzz surrounding the first day of school took on a whole new meaning for students at the Mendez School in Ashland.
When I was in, I saw kids crying coming in because they were stung.
Students getting off the bus outside of school Wednesday morning.
Okay. That video has nothing to do with this story. 8-year-old boy was unalived. Some of you might remember the boy's face because they shared his photo. It was like a semi-full body photo. Couldn't have forgot this. This only took place a few days ago in Danville. Teresa Williams. Maybe you might remember that name. Teresa Williams. Severely injured. Okay, this is an injury. What is this? Okay, this is not a fatality. Let's move on. Union City. That out of here. Union City. Okay, this took place on the 14th. Attacked by dogs. Well, yeah, y'all remember this one, where she died a while later, which happens often. 62-year-old woman, 2 weeks. She died nearly 2 weeks later. 4 of the 5 dogs involved in the attack have been euthanized. The 5th dog remaining in the shelter, I bet you it gets adopted out. 62 years old, I do believe these were her dogs. They were her dogs. She was attacked by her own dogs. And I do think this is another case where these elderly or old women are living alone inside of a home with one or more of these monsters with no ratchet to defend themselves against these monsters just in case they turn. The fact that they don't have any protection against the dogs just in case they turn, people, that lets you know that people are out of their minds. They are out of their minds, people. That means the majority of the people in this country. We have a massive case of mental illness. Everybody. I'm supposed to be at my age, and I always thought that I would be married, have my nice little black American family, I would have married my high school sweetheart. I always thought that I would live a totally different life. And the reason I don't live that life is because of how crazy and backwards the world is. Everybody is sick. Everybody is mentally ill. We all get issues. And this is hard evidence, if you ask me. You uppins, you can barely move. You're an elderly woman. You can't, what in the world? It never dawns on you. You don't ever get paranoid. Day after day after day, you living with these monsters. It never hits you like maybe I should get some protection just in case there's some redirected aggression, just in case they turn on me type thing. No, nothing. Some of you might remember recently the 3-year-old unalived in Colorado. This was published on the 12th. There's something seriously wrong with the masses of people today, people. Seriously wrong. We don't think the way that we're supposed to think. That's the best way I can put it. People are not using their cognitive skills. They're not running on all cylinders. Why? What is causing this? I really don't get it. This is even the case with a lot of healthy people who eat healthy and who work out, like athletes. Even them, they're just as brain dead as all get up, constantly endangering themselves. I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all something. Y'all remember that video I tried to share earlier, or I might have shared earlier? Let's see if I can pull it back up. Right? Oh, please don't start doing this. There was a video where 12 pit bulls got loose right here. I want y'all to look at this. 12. Someone had 12 pit bulls in their home. And the pit bulls got loose and they were running all over the community attacking people. Just attacking people, random people. So they called the police. Look at what the police do when they get out there. Now, I want to focus on the police. The police, they show up and immediately look at what they start to do.
Give me a second.
Open the damn door. We don't need your help now. If these pits don't get taken, I'm telling you, officer, me, Christina Poole, I'm killing every last one of them pits.
Where they at right now?
It's 7 of them. They keep running in and out of this damn house. They just attacked this fucking man. The 3 of us, me, and there's another gentleman.
Are you okay? Do you need the fire department to check you out? All right, whose dog? Are those the dogs down there?
One right there.
All right, give me a second.
Now look at the cop. All right, give me a second. Give you a second. What you doing?
Guys. Back away. Hey, yo!
Now, he spends forever bickering with these people. The dogs are running rampant through the neighborhood. And he, and along with another cop, start arguing with the people. They don't know what to do.
Y'all better not press no fucking charges. Do your fucking job.
Guys, listen. Yo, listen.
It's not a listen. We go through this shit every week.
Listen, put your machete down. I'm not gonna. Put it away. Put it away. I don't care. Go put your knife away. Hurry up. Put your knife down. What's wrong with you guys? That's fine. We're here to take care of it. Get away.
He said that's fine. He's telling the cop these things are attacking us. These are deadly creatures. And he's talking about that's fine. Now again, I don't need to go over this. I'm telling you, you can see, they sit there the cops are arguing nonstop with the people. But look at what they're doing. Nothing. They have no idea what to do. You mean to tell me these pets can render law enforcement helpless like this? I'm telling you, they literally do nothing. They sit here arguing back and forth with these people as if the dogs are not currently running through the neighborhood attacking people. Look at them. What are they doing? Talking to the people as the dogs run rampant. What are you thinking, that the pooches are just going to be harmless suddenly? Look, they're still bickering with these people. The 12 dogs are running rampant. These idiots just stand there. That's all they're doing. Even when these people stop talking, the cops just stand there. And then he wants to take the time to arrest someone. As the dogs are running through looking for people to attack. See how the dog attacks themselves are minimized? Oh, they're no big deal. Even if they are in attack mode, they're no big deal. And while the cop is arresting her, the dogs latch on to someone else. She had to tell him to look. Now the idiot cop is running down there to try to peel the dog off another victim. They sitting there wasting time standing there looking at the dogs run, not knowing what to do at all. And look at this. He sprays mace. That dog was clamped down on that man's leg. What if you sprayed that mace into the man's wound? He's already got dog saliva in his wound. Look at how lost and clueless these police officers are. These creatures have the ability to render an entire, or I won't say entire, 2 to 3 police officers worthless. I'm not sure, but I guess they didn't want to go through letting off their Roscoes, but that was the most effective way to neutralize this situation. But who wants to do that? I don't want to do that. Even if I were a cop, I'd do it, but I'd feel uncomfortable doing it in fear that I could hit someone else, hit a citizen. They shouldn't be allowed to put us in situations like this, where we're fighting for our life. Cops show up and they feel like they're fighting for their life, sitting there scared, confused, not knowing what to do. These are not pets. There needs to be something done about dogs in this country right now. It is crazy how this is being allowed to just go on and on and on. Insane. Despite the uptick, if we got an uptick in fatalities, then there's an uptick in hospitalizations. Once you get so many victims, it should be required by the hospital to report it somewhere, and that information be made public. They need to reform how they deal with dogs in general. They don't want to treat them like a national threat, even though they are. And so, because of that, we, the people, need to treat them like a national threat. Don't ever leave your home unarmed. These goofy nutters in my apartment complex ever lose control of those dogs again? I already had to pop one, but I'm ready to do it again. But I don't like being forced into that situation. The one time that it did happen, I was able to neutralize the situation. I don't want to have to keep doing that. These people are lunatics The laws that govern dogs and their ownership are reckless. They are counterproductive. They work against our safety. They literally put us in danger. And something needs to be done about it right now. There's no excuse for this. This is out of control. It's out of control at this point. Shout out to all of you and happy Labor Day. Able to join me for this live stream. And I hope you can join me on the next as we continue with this crusade.